My name is Benjamin. Imagine, if you please, a sparkling, peaceful lake. Under its serene surface, a deadly alien invasion is taking place. Not space aliens with gray skin or antennae. Instead, this alien invader is a bivalve the size of a coin, with distinctive stripes. I want to tell you about these real alien invaders. These coin-sized mollusks crowd out and devastate native species, but you would never realize this unless you were a fisherman yourself. However, all of you do use water, sewage, and electricity, right? Well, huge colonies of this tiny bivalve, called the zebra mussel, clog intake and outflow pipes, most of them wider than this. And here's a point for comparison. This also poses a risk to the cooling systems of nuclear power plants. Additionally, their razor-like shells are a hazard to the feet of swimmers, leaving them bloody. Now, why am I interested in this? For years, I have fished in the waters they have devastated. I spent several summers studying zebra mussels and proving to myself that current efforts to control them are useless. I also researched other invasives, of which zebra mussels are only one among hundreds, if not thousands. In the next few minutes, I hope to share with you how we humans have moved species from their home ranges to new locations, without predators or competitors to control their numbers, and have created massive ecosystem destruction as a consequence. Zebra mussels are but one dramatic example. To be accurate, this is not new. Humans have carried organisms with them from place to place since earliest times. These might have included body lice, domesticated plants and animals, or the nasty Norway rat, according to the Encyclopedia Britannica. What is new and different today is the scale and speed of transport, as exemplified by zebra mussels, which, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, arrived in the U.S. in the ballast water of large cargo ships in the 1980s from Eastern Europe. They were unknowingly released into the Great Lakes and spread rapidly through all the tributaries into the southwest, western, and southern United States, as well as the eastern coast, including the Hudson River, and many places where I fish. Sadly, no one knew to stop this in time. Federal, state, and local governments have tried to control their spread. For example, the National Park Service requires power washing boats before moving from one lake to another. But nothing has really stopped their advance. This is because zebra mussel young are microscopic and can travel in every part of a boat, or an inner tube, or flip-flop, which I proved for myself. And worse still, I demonstrated that the larvae can survive in the tiniest amount of water, for example, in the bottom of a boat. So invading the U.S. via ballast water was massively effective. However, there are many other ways that alien species have entered our country. Aquarium and exotic pet enthusiasts and food importers have also brought in plants and animals, with disastrous results. What all invasive species share is that they now lack predators and competitors that reduce their numbers. For example, female zebra mussels produce microscopic young in the thousands, which float in the water column until they settle and attach to a hard surface, building up enormous colonies unless something eats them first, according to the National Invasive Species Information Center. Zebra mussels are filter feeders, sucking all the single-celled plants and animals from the water, and doing it much faster than native bivalves. What's the outcome? The Carey Institute of Ecosystem Studies lists the following. They starve out native species by eating everything at the base of the food chain. They suffocate other species by depleting oxygen in the water. They crush other species by attaching to them, and thus they disrupt multiple aquatic and terrestrial food webs. But as awful as all this damage is, you would never know about it unless you fish, swim, or boat in an infested lake. On the other hand, every one of you who turns on a faucet, flushes a toilet, or turns on a light is affected. These tiny shellfish crowd into all such pipes, edge to edge, clinging to each other with a powerful glue. Removing them is dangerous. It involves power washing and sandblasting and is expensive, costing over $3 billion according to the State Department. They cause other problems as well, encrusting the hulls of ships so heavily that they cannot move. They line the edges of docks and slice open bare feet. But zebra mussel damage is not exclusive to zebra mussels. The Burmese python is killing Florida songbirds, the Japanese knotweed plant overruns Fairmount Park, and the snakehead infests our own South Philadelphia waters. So with whole species wiped out, ecosystems disrupted, infrastructure ruined, what is the takeaway? Invasive species cause damage, and we have no means to control them. However, Countries can try to stop organism movement before it occurs. I hope I have alerted you to the risks of moving living organisms from where they evolved to where no predator or competitors will stop their expansion. Zebra mussels are but one example of an alien invasion that threaten our water, our waste, our electricity, our shipping, and recreation, even though you may never have heard of them before today. Thank you for listening.